Hi guys, so this is a short video all about changing the habit of emotional eating or any kind of sticky habit around eating or drinking or something that you just have tried for a long time to change, to stop, to improve, and you just seem to be fighting a losing battle. You end up doing well for a while and then breaking it and getting frustrated, and you might have tried lots of different things, and this video is basically going to help you to understand why we might emotionally eat or drink, the reasons for doing it, and then how to really be able to change it for good. So there are a few different reasons for why we might engage in an emotional eating habit. So one of the most common ones is that a part of us feels out of control. So as human beings, we are wired, our ego or our brain is wired to want to have some sort of sense of control. But obviously life's not like that, so we can't always feel like we're in control, and when that part of us feels like it's out of control, habits such as binge eating, eating sugar, emotional eating, drinking, they get more predominant because a part of us is trying to get back a sense of control. Another reason is to numb uncomfortable emotions, to make us feel better. So it is really common that we have been conditioned or we have learned that eating, or particularly eating till we're very full, gives a sense of filling up on an emotion. So the stomach area is the home of our emotions. You know, we say we have a gut feeling about something, and when we feel low, when we feel upset, often underneath there is a conditioned story or belief that's not helping you around not being good enough. Really common. All humans have experienced some sort of not good enough story, and often a way to not have to face those emotions or not have to deal with any pain that we might be going through or suppressing from our past, we can eat to fill up that gap and help us feel whole again and to take the focus away from that emotion. That's also a really common one. Another one is quite simply just a lack of focus or routine. You might be in a period of your life where you're a bit overwhelmed and stressed, and your routine has gone a little bit out of the window. A lot of people struggled with emotional eating in lockdown, especially in the beginning, where their routines changed and they had to change. So things like that sometimes can just disrupt your pattern and lead you to engage more in behaviours like this. Another common one is just simply being tired. I know this is one that is a current trigger for me. In the past it was possibly more numbing uncomfortable emotions, feeling out of control, not feeling good enough. But a lot of the time now, after I've worked a lot on this, a lot of the time now I go to emotional eating and eating a lot of things like chocolate, for me personally, when I'm tired. And actually biologically we're wired to reach for sugar and things like that when we're tired, because our body craves that instant energy. And then obviously another reason is to celebrate. We're conditioned to celebrate through food, and that is absolutely, I mean, all these reasons are fine, and celebration is obviously a great reason. What the problem is with any of these reasons that we're emotional eating is how we treat ourselves about it afterwards or during. So to celebrate and have a birthday cake and, you know, a bottle of Prosecco, there's nothing wrong with that. It's normal. It's, you know, we're conditioned to celebrate through food and drink. It's richness, it's essential, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what we might find is that you might judge that. You might be on a diet and judge yourself for eating and engaging in those celebratory foods, and that is the problem, not actually the reason. And it's exactly the same for all of the others. So basically what I want to tell you is it's been necessary. It is necessary for you to engage in the habit of emotional eating or drinking because it is serving a purpose for one of these reasons. We have to feel like we've got some sort of sense of control, or our brain thinks we're not going to survive. We have to be able to find a way of dealing with emotions, and if we're not in a place where we can deal with them in a really healthy, way where we might be having some therapy, working on ourselves, working with a coach, dealing with past traumas, dealing with changing our conditioning. If we're not ready and we're not in that place, then emotional eating is an amazing tool to be able to help us cope with difficult emotions and difficult experiences. Same as feeling tired or a lack of routine. It's normal. Your body's just trying to help you out, and this is what I help people with a lot, because often when we dig into this, it's not just that you haven't got willpower. In fact, it's not even a thing. It's not that you can't do it. It's not that you're not good enough. It's not that it's not for you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's what we'll find if you dig into this is that it served a purpose for a part of you, and that part of you might be trying to get your attention. It might have learned that through food it really helps you in some way, but often right now that'll be unconscious, so you don't know that that's why you're doing it. And that's one of the big ways that I help people to change emotional eating habits, by really healing what story and pattern is underneath, because when you can do that, you can let go of the shame. That's one of the biggest problems, that we shame ourselves for afterwards. We get frustrated with ourselves and we beat ourselves up about it, and that's never going to break the cycle. What we need to do is create a new meaning for the food and the drink, and possibly find alternative ways to deal with stress, and then the big thing is to really heal that part of you that doesn't feel good enough, or that part of you that feels like it needs the habit or behaviour of emotional eating to be able to survive. That's what's going on underneath it. There is a story underneath and a reason, and when you can find that reason and heal that part, this habit will start to change for good. And not only that, you'll start to know yourself better, you will start to feel better, you'll start to feel more confident, you'll feel happier, because the more unconditional love and compassion you can bring to parts of you, even the parts that it feels like are sabotaging you with eating right now, that will completely change your whole experience. It did for me, and I see it happening with clients all the time. So if this is something that you found helpful, please give it a like, please reach out, and if you would like my help with this, then you can book a free discovery call, and the link is below as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys.